Yeah, good morning. So, I hope yesterday lab session, you have revised and completed the pending assignment. Have you guys? So today is day 18. So day 16 map-based assignment. Is it done by everyone? You have completed things? Very good. So anyway, whatever are pending ones, you can always ask me in the lab session. So let me tell you what is the plan of today. So first I'm going to revise lambda expressions by solving the optional assignment of yesterday. Just as a curiosity, sorry, has anyone tried these assignments which I yesterday mentioned? Lambda expression assignment. Okay, some of you have tried, very good. But majority may not have tried. So we'll quickly discuss here itself. I'm not going to actually write. So that will give you a revision. And then I'm going to tell you. Now, whatever I'm going to tell you in functional programming is not part of your contents. But I feel you should, as a Java developer, as a modern Java developer, Java onwards it is called as modern Java, you should know things like function literal, little bit about method references, and mainly functional streams. So those are the, in the first half, before the first break, I want to cover as much as possible. And in the second half onwards, that is after the first break, we are going to enter IO programming. So let us not waste a minute. So let's start working on it. So here, let me start asking you. If anyone asks you, what is a functional interface? So tell me, how will you describe a functional interface? Functional interface is an interface containing what? Single abstract method. So that is your definition of a functional interface. Did functional interface exist before Java 8? Guys, I said that yesterday. Yes is the correct answer. What are the examples? Comparable, comparator, runnable, iterable. All these, what do you say? All these interfaces, all these functional interfaces existed even before Java 8. So what is it Java 8 has brought in? Two things. The annotation, which is the annotation to mark that whatever follows is a functional interface. Which annotation? @ functional interface is the right answer. And it has brought in a completely new additional package. So when I say package, it is always good to look into the Java docs. So here, if you look for a function, look for the package java.util.function, and you will see this java.util.function, which has been added from Java since Java 8. It is going to consist of functional interfaces. So that is the new addition. Now tell me, what is a lambda expression? You know from Java, you know from JavaScript. What is a lambda expression? Yes, please. Anonymous function. What else? It is nothing but a anonymous function is your lambda expression. Tell me the in syntax of the lambda expression in Java. So on the left hand side, arguments, the right arrow and the body. Very right. In specifying the lambda arguments, do you have to supply the data types of arguments, or can compiler deduce it? Compiler can deduce it. You know that. And if the body of the lambda expression is only single line, do you need do you need to place it in the curly braces, or curly braces are optional? They are optional. Okay. And now the most important statement. Till Java 7, Java was supporting which features? Object-oriented, functional programming, both or neither? Only object-oriented features. But Java 8 onwards, it has also started supporting functional programming features. So what is the heart of functional programming? Or when can you say that a particular language supports functional programming features. Here is the rule. If your language allows you to pass the behavior, pass the raw behavior, pass the actual behavior as a function argument, or if you are able to return the behavior from a particular function, 100% that language is supporting at least some of the features of functional programming. So let me ask you, what is the approach, what is the name of the approach which is non-functional? It is imperative style of programming. So when you are writing the for loops or for each loops and supplying what is to be done and how it is to be done, when you are supplying both of these things, you are writing it in a imperative style manner. So imperative style of programming is good, is better, or declarative functional programming style is better? Declarative is equal to functional programming style is better. And in declarative style of programming, which of the following you have to supply? Your choices are what is to be done, that is which action is to be taken, how to do it, both or neither. Answer is only what action. How is a wrong answer? What is to be done has to be supplied. I'm not talking about interfaces. I'll talk about example. You have seen a for each as a higher order function. So when you say for each, do you have to write the for loop and do the implementation part, or do you simply have to supply the action to be performed? Tell me, only action to be performed. So that is what is to be done. You have to supply, and internally attaching the for each loop, iterating over the elements is all done by Java. You got me? So this is the basics of functional programming. Okay. So now, instead of talking vague theoretically, I just copied these questions, and those who have done it, very good, excellent. But I want to make sure that everyone can do it. Okay. So everyone has at least got some idea about customer management system. So suppose, imagine that I'm not going to write it in Eclipse. Why? Because the reason is I want you to try it. Those who have not tried it yesterday can try it today. So imagine that you have written a tester, and in tester, you have got a customer list. We have written that collection utils and all. So let me say this. Array list, any list will do. So this is my starting point. Is equal to, and I've got that populate list or something. I don't want to write too much. So tell me, what is this customers? It is okay. So I think yesterday we said it, array list. Anything is okay, fine. Any list will do. So I have my starting point is you have got a populated list of customers. So now read this. Now I'm not going to waste time. I'm directly asking you, how will you do it by the functional programming style? So read this. I'll wait here for a half a minute and we'll discuss and we'll write. Read the requirement. Yes, very right, Srinivas. So we are going to use the higher order function, remove if. Okay, I forgot to mention one important segment. Sorry for that. Functional interfaces, can they be substituted? Wherever you have a functional interface reference, can it be substituted by a lambda expression? It's a Boolean question, yes or no? 100% yes. Why? Because lambda expression supplies a behavior, single abstract behavior, and your functional interfaces only can wrap, or rather they can wrap only a single abstract behavior. So everything matches. Okay. So here, start. So I'm solving it here so that without any Eclipse hints, control space and all, we get to write everything. So I start with the, okay. So SOP, I mean, ask the user for the plan. And suppose your customer has given you the plan. So let me say this. Enter plan. Customer is the wrong word. The manager, admin of this site. So enter plan. And here I'm converting it into enum. How do I convert it into enum? Guys, this part of the things Yesterday, somebody was asking me, I expect you to do this. We have been doing it for so many times, so many days. So it is a value of, and here you have sc.next. And just a second. User might give you this as an uppercase, lowercase. So, but our enum constants are all uppercase. That is why to uppercase. Okay. So now I have given you the plan. So now you will have to tell me the next line. So which is the higher order function we are going to use? A remove if method. So what is the the remove if method belongs to what? Collection. Is array list a collection? Yes. So I can use it. So customers dot remove if, and anyone wants to tell me what is the argument of a remove if? Predicate. I already got the answer from Srinivas. Predicate is a functional interface or a not functional. Okay, guys, don't rely on your memory, please. I'm not asking you any time to mug up the things. I'm just asking you to understand the things. So look for, collection dot remove if method. So this remove if method, the argument is predicate. Is predicate a functional interface? Yes. You have whole thing in the Java docs. And can it be replaced by, can it be assigned to, substituted by Lambda? 100% yes. Which is that functional method? Test. So now, when you look at this, this is what you have to convert it into Lambda. So how many arguments will you pass to the Lambda? Single argument. T. So T is replaced by customer because it is a customer list. And then you have to, if the method has to return Boolean, true or false. So if you return true, that particular element will be removed from the underlying list. So I'll this put it together. So here, so this is your Lambda, single argument Lambda. If it is a single argument Lambda, do you require parentheses or are they optional? Round brackets are optional. So for every C, yes. Now you just have to give me the criteria. So yes, please. What should be? It should be of a particular plan. And oh, sorry, I forgot. My mistake. I did not look at the second filtering criteria. Sorry. So local date. No issues. Local date. Let's say date. Everyone has, I hope, this thing has gone through this. Okay. So I have got two criteria. So anyone wants to tell me the RHS of the Lambda? Tell me. Type it. I want to remove the customers who have chosen a particular plan and born after a particular day. Get type is equal to this and Kanad, first one is correct. Get here you don't require. You just have a is after, is before dates. So the customer dot, suppose you got a method get plan double equal to the plan which user had chosen and C dot get date of birth, which is the method is after, born after a particular date. So you don't require all this complication. Is after a specific date. Then I'm just checking. Is after date. Are the brackets matching? Yeah. So then those customers are removed. Understanding or not understanding? Clear or not clear? Everyone, I'm talking to all of you. Purposefully not writing it in IDE because then you will get a chance to write it. So here for all, okay, let me ask you, is this a imperative style programming or a declarative style programming? I or D? Declarative, functional style. Here, what is it you are supplying? I'm just supplying the action, the predicate, the filtering criteria, but actually traversing through the list, attaching the iterator and removing the elements, your functional API higher order function is doing it. Are you understanding, guys? Very similar things you have seen it in JavaScript. I'm just showing you in Java. Are we clear or not clear? Only one response. What about others? Give me more responses, or otherwise you can ask me questions. I'm not forcing you to say yes. If you're not clear, tell me where you are not clear. I can explain. So this was your one, and then it will be removing the one. So now this was your 4.1. Now display the customer details. Imagine that they are in the list using the sorted as per the date of birth using custom ordering. Anyone wants to tell me that? I want functional programming. I don't want your imperative style. So the details are in the list. You have seen all three things: list, set, and a map. So if you want to sort a list, what will you use? Which higher order function you will use? If you want to sort the list, I think you are typing. Yeah, which higher order function is sort, but which classes? Collections.sort. Today, I'll show you something else. I understood collections.sort. Okay, first we will write the way you are suggesting, and then I'll show you another one. So collections.sort. Okay. Now, what is the first argument? The list of customers. So let's say customers. Tell me, what is the second argument you pass? Comparator instance. But comparator cannot be instantiated. So we used to pass the anonymous inner class instance, or yes, exactly, or separate class instance, which implements comparator. But tell me, is comparator your, what is it called? Functional interface? Yes. So can it be replaced by your lambda expression? Yes, again. Which is that single abstract method which will get translated into lambda? Compare. So now start telling me how many are the arguments of compare method? 1 or 2? 2. Do you have to say customer C1, C2, or can I simply say C1, comma C2? Do you have to supply the type? Answer is no. So here you will simply say C1, comma C2. Then comes your right arrow. And now comes the sorting criteria. So see, what is to be done you are supplying, how is happening inside. So here C1 dot sorted as per date, right? Get UB dot, this is your local date. Local date is comparable. Compare to C2 dot get UB. If there are some spelling mistakes, and I'll just, ignore that, maybe one more this. So there could be some mismatch in the brackets and all, but is the overall concept clear? Are you understanding it, guys? Everyone. I'm not talking, I'm always telling you, I'm not talking to only 10 or 15. I can only talk to people who respond. Okay. So others also who are not responding, are they clear? Understanding it completely? Okay. So now I want to display. Okay, sorry, I've already written display. So tell me, listen to the question. Can I here itself do the method chaining, and can I call here the for each for displaying the customers? Possible or not possible? It's an important question. So here, is it possible or not possible? Answer is not possible. I'll tell you why. Or anyone wants to tell me why? Here you cannot chain it, because what is the return type of a sort function? What is the return type of a sort method? Tell me. Look it up and tell me. Wrong. Return type, Yogesh, I'm talking about. Look up. I'm not going to answer this. Look up Javadocs and tell me. Wrong. Don't blindly answer me, Yogesh, Shubham. Look up the Javadocs and tell me. Again, what is the return type of the sort function? Finally, Aniket has got it right. Void, guys, it is. Why should it take you so much time when I said you have the Javadocs collections dot? This is not acceptable. I'm telling you very honestly, openly. You just have to look up what is the return type and why you are guessing, having a guessing game. First thing is you should remember by now, but if you're not remembering, at least look up. So please do some more, practice more. So can I call a for each method on the void? Possible or not possible? 100% not possible. So this chaining is not possible. Soon I'm going to offer the solution to create a pipeline of operations, and that is nothing but your functional strings. So today, till now, you don't know that. So now I'll have to write a another hierarchy. I mean, I'll have to call it on a separate line. So tell me, now do the displaying business of this sorted list. So what will be the next line? So here I have got a customers list, which is sorted and which is the higher order function to perform the specific action on all the elements. Already I gave you the answer, which is the higher order function is for each. So here you have for each, and that for each, you can say for every customer, you can say SOPC. Waiting here for half a minute for everyone to answer. Is it completely clear? Are you all clear? So this third one I'm not going to solve because this did not involve any, I mean, I'll solve it verbally, but it did not involve any functional programming. The moment I say sorted as per email ascending order, this is a key. Key means this is a primary key of customer. So typically you use natural ordering. And when you say natural ordering, you will touch your customer class. You will say implements comparable, override implement compare to, and you can do the job. But since this doesn't involve any functional programming concept, I'm not solving it. So the first two examples, no. You're talking in this thing. You're right. You're talking in maps. I was talking in list. Guys, I said start with a customer list. So I was saying that. Okay, but you are right. So I'll support your thing also. If customer details, you read the question which people are asking you. Otherwise, unnecessarily you will lose marks. If customer details are stored in a hash map, and then you are asked question, then what you said is correct. So use tree map. This is your correct answer. Are we all good so far? Is everyone clear 100% about what I said? I've given you all three. If you are having a sorted data in a set, use tree set. If you want to sort the data in the map, use tree map, key-based sorting. And if it is in the list, you have collections.sort. That way you can remember. So now let me start with additional topics. So whatever I'm showing today is not exactly part of your content. So think of it as an extra learning. So there is a concept of a function literal. So here, when I say function literal, you have done it in JavaScript. So I think it should reach you faster. So let me ask you something and we'll go ahead. Suppose I say int I equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will you call it? Or, you know, auto boxing and all. Suppose if I say integer I equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will you call I? I is nothing but integer literal. Okay. If I say string s equal to hello, anyone wants to tell me? What will you call s? It is a string literal. You remember we discussed the string literal pool and the whole works of it. The one single copy will be maintained and everything. So this is your string literal. So likewise, since we are saying Java it onwards, Java supports functional programming. What is another key feature of functional programming? You should be able to assign entire anonymous function definition to a variable. So let me do something here. I'll do something and let's see whether you can get it. So here, what I'm giving you is the example of function literal. Okay. So here, this I'm going to do it in Eclipse in a minute, but I'm just preparing you first. So if I say this is my right hand side, I'm just checking. Yeah. So I'm just checking the brackets and all. So tell me, what is this RHS? Is it some data type or is it a behavior? Everyone agrees? So tell me, can I assign, see, all these were the data members. This was your, what is it? I mean, int, autobox to integer. This was your some string type of data. This is a pure function definition. So can I assign it to a variable? Answer is yes. And Java is functional. I mean, it is supporting functional programming. So anyone wants to tell me what can I assign it to? Can anyone tell me the left hand side, please? You have a concept of a function literal in JavaScript. Predicate is wrong answer. Shubham, is this a predicate what you are having? You are close but not there. Don't tell me wrong. Boolean is wrong. Interface reference, I don't understand. Const function name is your JavaScript talking. This is Java. Guys, what is it? Consumer. Guys, this is so many times we have done it. Still, I'm not getting a correct answer. I'm looking at your answers. What is it you are talking about? This is the body of which method? This is what is it we are having? Rajveer, you are close. Go closer. Comparator. Guys, this is nothing but your comparators compare to method. It shouldn't have taken you so much time. I thought I think Shubham said predicate, so he was very close. But the name of the functional interface is wrong. And we have been saying since yesterday, functional interface reference can be substituted by lambda expression. So here, what it will be? Comparator. But is comparator a generic interface? Yes. So anyone wants to tell me what will be the generic type in this discussion? You know the answer. Customer. Very right. And here I can give a variable name. Okay, so there's no const and all that, unlike our JavaScript, but you have comparator. And once you have that, now here, what it reduces to, see this again. So where is it? So now I don't have to do the inlining of lambda. I can simply say com, and this is your use case of function literal. Understood what I said? We'll try it in the Eclipse ID in a minute. Clear? So let's do that. So open your, I hope your STS ID is already open, because I understand it takes a lot of time because it is a memory hogger. So by the moment you come in, you start Eclipse ID and keep it ready. So let us create today's project. Day 18.1. You create it as day 18.1 class or theory or something. And here, now, just let me see whether I have given you things. Otherwise, I'll give you in a minute. Give me a minute. Anyway, you can. 17 data. Ready-made code. Yes, I have given. Okay, guys, here are the instructions. Open day 17 data. Under that, you will find day 17 help, and under that, you will find ready code. Found it? I'll wait. Day 17 data. See the path here. Day 17 data, day 17 help, ready code. Everyone got it, guys? Okay. So now you're just going to copy both the folders. These are nothing but packages. Copy com and utils. And here, come to your day 18.1 and paste it under SRC. Done? Can I continue? Just paste it under that. And here, open that com app core package and open product.java. It's a very simple core class. Found everyone? So product has an ID, name, product category, which is an enum, products manufacturing date and a price. Nothing complex at all. This is your parameterized constructor, toString and getters and setters, some of the getters and setters. Understood? Product is a simple core class. And if you click on product category, control click, it is nothing but a enum. So grains, fruits, oil, whatever you are maintaining in your e-shop, online shop or whatever shop, these are the things. Open has everyone understood this? Don't look at student subject. That is going to be your assignment of today. Got it? Now open the utils and you will find there is a collection utils. Found it? So tell me, from your yesterday's understanding, can you add static methods in the interface? Or rather, I'll rephrase my question. If you have only got static methods, can you add them in interface? It's a Boolean question, yes or no? 100% yes. Now, what you have got is, just read this populate data method. What is it doing? It is creating the empty array list of products, adding certain products, and returning the populated array list to the caller. I'm just saving us time of, hard coding details. Otherwise, we waste a lot of time. So here, one populate data returns you the list, and the other one, populate map from the list, takes the product references from the list and puts it in the map and returns the populated map. So tell me, are you 100% clear so far? Clear? Okay, so this is the given. This is what I have supplied. So now I'll give you the first example we are doing for a function literal. So let us open a SRC. I'll create a package here. Okay, I'm just going to say it as a Lambda expression. So let me just simply call it as P1. So you'll know in the sequence how to revise, and let me call it as test1. I'm going to give you a question and you're going to solve it in next 2 minutes. So here, get list of products from utils. I said list, I'm not saying map. Get list of products using function literal. Let me see what all I have in product. Okay, sort the products as per the product names. Okay, price, any criteria. Sort the products as per product price. Waiting here for 2 minutes. Do this. Is the question clear? If the question is not clear, how can you solve? Is the question clear to everyone, guys? Did not get any answer. Is the question clear or not? Okay, so I'm waiting here for 2 minutes. Those who have not logged in, I'm aware some of you may not be doing the coding yala. So write it on a piece of paper and you can, or write it on the Zoom or whatever, and just keep your answer ready. Waiting here for a minute. Do that. One more. Display. I want to display also. You can say, I'm slightly modifying. Display original list. All this with a Lambda expression, of course. I slightly modified the display part. Do it. In 1 minute, I'm going to code along with you, but I'm giving you some time. Everyone should try it to build the confidence. Okay, so let me do it along with you. First, let's have that import static in place so that I can use the methods of the interface directly. Populate data. Use shortcuts if you are especially working in ID. Assign the statement to new local variable. I can say list, any variable name. Display the original list, which is the higher order function you'll use for this, for display purpose. Those who are not working in ID can respond to this. How will I, which higher order function will use? Of course, for each. Okay. So this dot for each. So there is all the need gone for iterating and for each loop and all. And here you can say for every product. So remove the extra this. So I'm giving a title here. Okay. So this is done. And then I want to function literal. So of course we are talking about same comparator. So what will be the T replaced by? Yes, Srinivas, you're right. So product, naturally. So earlier it was customer. It doesn't matter, whichever is the scenario you're working on. So I have some variable name. And now in products, here, now I want it on a price. So what should be the right hand side? So price is a primitive type. Primitive type doesn't support the methods, so you can cast it to wrapper double. So here p1 dot get price, and then once I convert it, once I cast it into wrapper, can I directly use the comparison function? Very much yes. Here you don't require any casting. Here auto boxing will be done automatically. So you have provided the function literal. And now you know, since we are working in the list, you have collections.sort, the list to be sorted, and the comparison function. This is that higher order function. So one is for each higher order function, one is sort, which is higher order function. And then I'm saying this again. So the sorted product list. And here we have this. The list which goes in, that itself is sorted. So check from the answer. Original list is unsorted, as you can see, and 350, 450 and all that. Yeah, looks fine. So I'll wait here for a minute, or I'll do better than that. I'll send you this code in case anyone needs it. And you're supposed to tell me D18.1 SRC P1 test. Is the concept of function literal clear to everyone? Not a concept actually, it is a syntax mainly. Anyway, I'll wait here for half a minute. More than that, I can't wait. It's a theory session finally. Otherwise, we spend too much time and we don't go ahead. What about others? I got one yes. Anyway, finish it. I'm just waiting. I have sent you. Done. Very good, Prashant. So it is just, I'm just, this is all the warm up so that you can understand, you can use something called as functional streams in Java, which is very interesting, which are totally interesting, but they are not part of your contents. So I'm going to spend limited time on it, but I'll give you a lot of readmes and if you require lot of links and all that. So anyway, we'll discuss that later. So this was your example of a function literal. Now there is a next concept, again, not mentioned, but I feel you should know about it. So like how we have, you can in JavaScript, you can assign the function reference. Here we have concept of a method reference. So all this I think I had given. Just a second. Had I given this? Day 17 data, day 17 help? No, I'll send you the help on method reference. I'm sending you some readmes. You just open that and we'll discuss it. I'm not going to discuss the whole file, but at least I want to get you started on the concept. The name of the readme is regarding method reference. So you can download and open it. Here I'm explaining it. So you have to start with what is it, why, and everything. So we are talking about method references in, when I say Java 8 onwards, modern Java API supports the method reference. So what is method reference? Method reference is a shorthand notation, more readable, more understandable notation of a lambda expression called lambda expression. It is a further conciseness, further clearer way of writing a lambda expression to call a method. So listen to this carefully. Before we started with functional programming, we were writing huge number of lines. I mean, lot of code we were writing, such as anonymous inner class, etc. So that we have concised it into lambda expression. Can lambda expression be further, simplified? Answer is yes. And that answer is your method reference. And constructor is nothing but a special form of a method. So you have the term called as constructor reference also. So now very important statement. You have written certain lambda expressions yesterday, today and all that. So can all the lambda expressions be shortened or be simplified, be concise into method reference? 100% no. But vice versa, can all method references be converted into lambda expression? Answer is yes. So without going through the example, understanding is a little difficult. So I've written it in a very simple English. If your lambda expression is the following, just now we wrote that. So suppose I have got a list of strings, and when I say S and the body of the lambda, I'm calling SOPS. So tell me, what is this body of the lambda expression doing? It is simply calling a method. Which is the method we are calling? Quickly, give me the name of the method which we are calling here. I said, in this body of the lambda expression, which is the method we are calling? Wrong. No. Print ln. Print ln is the method. And what is the invoker object? System.out, which is your print stream. So here, if your lambda expression is only calling or directly calling existing method on a lambda argument, can it be further reduced? Can it be further concise? Can it be further replaced by a method reference? 100% yes. Read this twice. Since we are calling here directly an existing method in a lambda expression body, we can refer to that method itself. So which is the symbol which is used for method referencing? Double colon operator. What is it which you place on the left hand side of the double colon operator? The invoker. Whose method you are calling? You are calling the method of a print stream. The object type is system.out. And what comes on the right hand side of the double colon operator or method reference operator is the name of the method. So this is the operator used in method referencing to separate either the name of the class, there are some occasions on that, or the object from the name of the method. So unless and until you use it, you don't understand. So let's use the method reference and check whether it is, but check whether you are understanding it at all. So let us create a new example here. E1, S2. And since I just want to show you the example of method reference, let us create a list of a integer list of the fixed size. Okay. So I hope by now everyone remembers this API well. I'm just starting in a simple manner. Later you can of course check it with product list, customer list, student list, anything. So integer, let's say list. This is the easiest way to produce the sample data. That's why. Something. And now, first, display the elements using Lambda expression. So I think this should be very easy. I'll tell you a personal tip, guys. Unless and until here you have, unless until you have what is it called? You do the practice of Lambda, you start using the Lambdas, you don't get a feel of it. So this I think should be easy. List dot for each higher order function, and in I for integer, for example, SOP I. So is everyone clear here so far? There's nothing new. So now I'm asking you, can above Lambda expression be replaced by method reference? I've already given you the example there. What is the answer here? Yes or no? Answer is yes, but you have to understand why. You'll say you have just told us, but you have to apply your own brains. Check the body. What is it you are doing in this Lambda expression? You are simply calling the existing method on the object of system.out and bypassing the argument of the Lambda. This is 100% possible. Okay. So now list dot for each. So the higher order function is the same. Now what comes on the left hand side of the double colon operator? The invoker object. It can be the name of the invoker class also. Currently we are using invoker object system.out double colon operator. And then you have the what comes on the right hand side? The name of the method, which is what you want to call. So here you have the name of the method as println. So just give some title, guys. So SOP printing list via Lambda expression, and here printing the list. Of course, the output is going to be the same. Whether you use for each loop, for loop, Lambda expression, or method reference, how can output differ? Here you have via method reference. And check this out. And you will see, list is an ordered collection. Remember the order of insertion of the elements. So this is your Lambda expression wise. This is your method reference wise. So I'm waiting here. Are you all clear? It is not detecting I. You did not understand that means, Shubham. Here, implicitly, this I is provided implicitly as an argument to each of this occurrence. So here, if this argument is going to be passed implicitly to this println method. So what is the question I'm detecting? I mean, that is the whole syntax of Lambda expression. If you are passing exactly the same argument, you don't need to pass it. That is the whole idea. If you are calling the method exactly as it is on every Lambda argument, replace it by method reference. That's what I meant. Okay, has everyone done it? Can I move ahead? I have a question. So I'll see this. I'm asking you a question. So give me a minute to ask you the question. Okay. Are you clear on 17 and 18 line? 17 is just a SOP, 18 basically. Done it? Very good. Is this clear? What is going to be the output? You're going to see these values, 10, 23, whatever values on the same line. 100% clear? So it is nothing but a print. So printing this on the same line via lambda expression. So my question is, because I need to explain it, but when I start a topic, even though it is not part of contents, basic clarity I want you to have. So tell me, can this lambda expression be replaced by method reference? It's a Boolean question, yes or no. I'm getting both the answers. Majority is saying yes, majority is wrong. Answer is no. That is where you start understanding the method reference. Guys, in the earlier case, you are taking the lambda argument and just calling it on the exit, just passing it directly on the method, on the existing method. But here, are you directly just passing the lambda argument or are you doing something more? Tell me. You are modifying it. So the correct answer is no. So such lambda expressions cannot be reduced further, cannot be concise, cannot be replaced by method reference. So here you will have to stay with the only way you can add is you can use it via lambda expression. Understood the point? Which lambda expressions can be replaced by the method reference? If and only if in the body of the lambda, if you are simply calling the existing method directly on the argument, then it can be replaced, otherwise not. So that is why I wanted to clarify this. I said this already. Can all the lambda expressions be replaced by method reference? Tell me. No. Only some of them where the rule I told you. Take the lambda argument as it is and pass it to the existing method, then it is possible. Okay. So this is what I explained in a short time. But if you check, there are four usages, or rather there are 4 types of method reference. So this part you have to do on a self-study mode, because like I said, this is all extra things. Wherever I get a chance, wherever I come across it, if I get time, I'll definitely explain. Otherwise, everything I've written it in complete detail in this reading. So this was the first example of, you have an object, system.out is the instance of a print string. So here you have a double colon operator. This is not scope resolution. This is not like C++ scope resolution. It is the either object or a class, and then it is an instance method. Okay. But are there other varieties of method reference? Answer is yes. So can I use a method reference to call a static method of a class? Answer is yes. So here, what comes to the LHS? Name of the class followed by the name of the static method. Again, provided you are just calling that static method directly. Like I said, you have to go through this little bit on your own. I'm just telling you what I have added in this README. When suppose you don't want to call the instance method on a particular object, you just want to call it on any object of the class. There is another syntax, name of the class followed by the instance method. And there is a specialized form of a method reference called as a constructor reference, where you can supply the name of the class such as employee and a new keyword. The moment you say new keyword, tell me, is it going to call any method or is it going to call the constructor of the class internally, implicitly? Of course, the constructor. So I've written in detail all the examples of various method reference. Wherever, if I get a chance, time permitting, I'll show you. If time permitting, I'll of course show you other examples also. So at least if anyone says, do you know about method reference? At least you can code the simple one. More examples, time permitting, 100% will cover. Today, whatever I'm doing in this first half is all extra, guys. So don't worry too much about. It is not part of your exact contents. So this was just to give you some introduction to method reference. More examples will be taken, time permitting. So now let me ask you the question which I already asked earlier. So let me see this. Let me say this. I'm opening test one. Is it possible for us to chain these two operations which are sorting and displaying the sorted list? Is method chaining? I have asked you earlier, so I hope I'll get a correct answer. Is it possible after collections.sort, can I add the pipeline of operation? Can I call this for each and do the sorting and displaying part from the same line? Possible or not possible? 100% not possible. Everyone gets it? Somebody still is saying yes. Guys, wake up. Take a cursor on the sort method. It is returning void. How can you call a method on a void? Not possible. If you check that other example which I had asked you, wait a second. Is it possible to remove the elements, remove the customers and display it on in the same line? Is the method chaining possible there? Two operations can you pipeline? Removing the customers and displaying the removed list. Still you are not getting it. So I'm not going to help you this time. You open the API and tell me what is the return type of remove if method. It is Boolean. So can you call a method on the Boolean type, guys? Can you call a for each method on Boolean? Then why you are giving me such a wrong answer? So answer is this pipelining of operation is not possible. So now I'm telling you another interesting topic. Again, extra topic, functional programming in Java. I mean, under the category of functional programming, namely functional streams. So there you will get introduced, again, an introduction. But when I say introduction, I'll show you a couple of examples. So we are entering a very interesting topic of functional streams. And before I tell you what all are those functional streams, how do they operate, what is the difference between collections versus streams, I just would like to show you an example. And then that is my starting point. That is where we'll start from. So please open the Java docs and look for something called as int stream. Look for an interface int stream. There is a package called as java.util.stream, which is full of functional streams. And the name of the stream I'm asking you to look at is int stream. Found it? Okay. So now, those who already know Java, I'm not talking to them. I'm assuming that nobody has any prior experience in functional programming, not functional programming, functional streams in Java. Okay, so let me start asking you some questions with some inputs. So imagine that widgets is maybe some collection. You know, it could be list, it could be set, it could be map. We don't care. So okay, to keep things simple, let us say that widgets is the list of widgets, your GUI widgets, controls, basically controls. So this is that method you'll soon see. So right now, don't worry about it. The streams is basically going to convert or going to attach the pipeline, I mean the stream of operations. So right now I'll say ignore this stream method. You just apply your common sense and tell me, okay, sorry, I missed a point. So if this much of the code is executed, tell me, will I get the stream of pipeline of all widgets or the filtered widgets? It's a common sense based question, all. Very right. Now, if this much of a pipeline is executed, tell me, am I going to get the widgets of all the stream of all the widgets or filtered ones? Filtered. Which ones? Yes, I will get the stream of only red color widgets. Guys, you don't know a single word about functional streams. That is what my assumption, but still you can answer. That is the beauty of functional programming. Even when you don't know the API, you can immediately understand. Now tell me here, if this much of the code is executed, what is it I'm going to get at this point? Am I going to get the stream of red color widgets or something else? This is a mapper function. Mapper is a converter. So you tell me, guess smartly. What will I get at the end of it? All value, I can't accept your answer, Nareshwar. Red color widgets was already there. Give me a proper yes. Sushant's answer I'll accept. Here, I'll get the stream of weight of red color widgets. Because guys, we have, not we, I mean the higher order function. Somebody was asking me, are these the only higher order functions? I told him, there are tons of higher order functions waiting for you. So all these are higher order functions. So here, in goes the widget, red color widget, and its weight is here. So here, at this point in where my cursor is moving, you get stream of weights of what is it called? Red color widgets. And what is this sum? It is your reduction operation. Is your MongoDB is also done? Database, MongoDB. Okay, so you know filter, map, reduce operations. That is all we use in MongoDB. Or even your JavaScript filter, map, reduce function. So sum is nothing but a reduction operation. So now can you tell me, when this entire pipeline is executed, what is it you are going to get? Exactly. Sum of weights of red color widgets. And did we have to write it in separate lines, or could I construct, or have they constructed single pipeline of operations as in method chaining? That is what you are going to see in functional streams programming. Isn't it impressive? If you start doing it using imperative style, you will end up wasting so many lines of code. Here, everything is happening in a single line of, single Java statement. So this is what we are going to exercise in the next 1 to 1.5 hours. Okay. So now let me take you properly there. So let me say, I'm just saying, okay. So first thing is, you have to understand, guys, we have spent more than a week. We started in our earlier half when you are just barely where you are new to CDAC and all that. That course and all. And then counting those results, we have definitely spent a week on collection, because collection framework is a very important part of core Java. So now I'm trying to explain the difference between collections and streams. So are you going to understand all these differences immediately? Unfortunately not, because there are a lot of concepts here. So don't start reading the difference. I'll ask you a question. And that is the best way, that is the best analogy I can give you to differentiate between collection and a stream. So I can even stop this. Let me ask you. Suppose you want to watch a movie, okay, or your favorite web series or anything. There are two options. Okay, the first option is you download that movie file or a web series or whatever. Okay, movie, let's say, put it on your hard disk and watch it anytime. Everyone gets it? Simple statements I'm making. So can you watch it even when you're offline? You don't require any net connection. Simple question, simple answer. So that is equivalent to your collections, guys. So which collections I'm talking about? See, when I say collection, don't say only set and list. Overall collection framework, set, list, and the map. So suppose you create an array list or a hash set or a hash map or whatever. The object is created in the heap. It has the memory occupied. So that is equivalent to your movies or web series or whatever stuff you want to watch downloaded. Okay, one half done. But now you know OTT, so many streaming platforms. For example, you have Netflix subscription or Prime, Amazon Prime or whatever, Hotstar, anything. Okay, so tell me, when you say you are watching a web series or a movie from a Netflix, can you do it in an offline mode? Of course not. They are the streaming partners, right? So when you say you're watching a movie from a Netflix, only everyone must be knowing only the few packets, a buffer of frames is downloaded, and that is displayed locally on your TV or your laptop or whatever. And then after that frame is done, then the next packet is downloaded, and that is how you watch it. So that is equivalent to your streams. Okay, so the whole word is called as streaming. I mean, it is nothing but you are streaming the data from the source onto your laptop. Understood the analogy? Collections have the physical presence in your hard disk or not hard disk, RAM, whereas streams, the data is not stored anywhere. So with that, maybe you'll start understanding the differences. Okay, so that was just an analogy. So here, when you talk about collections, be it a set of references, list of references, map of key and a value, they actually store the elements in the heap. Whereas here, when you talk about streams only represent sequence of elements, sequence of operations, big data operations, filter, map, reduce, sorting, searching, whatever, to be performed on the elements. So it only represents sequence of operations. Is it going to store any elements anywhere? Absolutely not. So that is the main difference between collection versus streams. Tell me, we have done collection framework for so many days. Do you see any API such as add, put, add all, remove all? Is it supported in collection framework? 100% yes. But when I show you the stream API, stream is only the sequence of operations. They will not modify the original source. In short, they won't have any add remove operations. This eager evaluation and all that is little difficult to understand. So right now I can't, unless until you work on it, you won't understand. So here in collection framework, if you use collection API, the concurrent handling, parallel processing, there's no ready-made API. When I show you stream API, you will see there are two methods. One is stream for sequential processing of elements. And there is another method called as parallel stream for concurrent processing. So there is an easy support, built-in support for parallel processing, and so many differences. So I'll just take something which you will understand. Your collection framework API does not give you, these pipelining of operations. Whereas when I show you the functional streams, all these, there will be filtering, there will be sorting, there will be flat map, reduce, count, frequency, so many functional methods, so many big data operations will be added there. So without example, this sounds very confusing. So before I can start an example, I have to give you a little bit of background, and then we will start with the examples. So this is my slide for basic discussion of streams. So here, take a look at it slowly and give me just 15 to 20 minutes so that, otherwise till that time you are going to feel confused. So allow me some time. By the end of maybe at the most half an hour, you'll start getting a feel of it. So what does a stream consist of? Stream consists of basically three parts. One is the source. Then there are something called as intermediate operations. And the stream is ended with a terminal or a final operation. Terminal operation typically we use. So now, where all you can attach this stream, which is nothing but a pipeline of operations, you can attach the stream to your famous collections. You can attach it to the list. I'll show you the API. The method is stream. You can attach it to the set. You can attach it to the array. You have three special primitive type streams. One is int stream, one is a double stream, and one is a long stream. And when I take you to the next part I'm going to start today is IO. So when we open the data file, text data file, you will see you can attach a stream to files also. So right now, don't worry about too many things. We'll keep it simple. This is nothing but the source where you will attach the stream. Okay. And now there can be n number of intermediate operations. So you will have a question, or you should have a question. What is the meaning of an intermediate operation? So any operation which is resulting into or which is returning a stream result again. So let me take the same example which they had quoted. So here, suppose the source is list of, let's say, customers, forget their widgets. So suppose you have a source here, customer list. Now, I want to only choose the customers who have chosen a particular plan, silver plan. So which is the operation we will perform? The first operation we perform to reduce large data, big data into relevant data, filter. So anyone wants to tell me, if I put a probe here, what will I get? Stream result or a non-stream result? S or NS? Let me see what you are saying. Of course, you are going to get a stream result. You are very right. So here you will get stream of customers who have chosen, let's say, a gold plan. Okay. So what will you call this filter operation? Intermediate or terminal? I or T? Of course, intermediate. Now, suppose I want to sort these customers, filtered customers. So tell me, what will you find here? Stream result or a non-stream result? Of course, you are going to get sorted stream of customers, maybe sorted as per their names, who have chosen the gold plan. And map is not your java.util map. Map is a conversion function. Suppose I'm only interested in customer's email ID. I want to send the email to all these customers. So here, this mapper function, tell me, what do you think it will return? A stream result or a non-stream result? A stream of emails, such as stream of strings. And then there are so many terminal operations. One of them is collect. If I want to collect them into another list, another set, you can have a collect operation. But the point of it is, after collecting, here what will you get? Stream or a non-stream result? This is where you'll get a non-stream result, which could be either a void or which could be either a type of the collection or thing, anything else which is non-stream. So that is what is your terminal operation. So have a quick recap. What are the three constituent parts of stream? Source, multiple, you can have either 0 to n. There can be directly no intermediate operation, directly a terminal operation also possible. And then you have a terminal operation. So I'll just check how much you are there, or are you completely lost? Why I'm saying for each is a terminal operation? Why for each is regarded as a terminal operation? Anyone wants to answer? Absolutely right. What is the return type of a for each? Void. Is it a stream result or is it a non-stream result? S or NS? Of course, non-stream. Can I change anything further after the void? No. So that is regarded as a, terminal operation. And important statement is, after you have applied the terminal operation, you cannot use the same stream again. All those things you'll understand later. So now let me share with you, just a second. Read me. Wait a second. Have I written all these steps here? Okay. So I'll send you this and I'll send you the stream sequence. Only thing is, I'm not guaranteeing. I cannot take all the things. So I think I'll send only this much. Okay. So I'll send you a stream sequence. Whatever I can cover in the next 1 hour, I mean, after the break, of course, I will take. And other things, we are going to do it in a parallel manner in your today's lab session. So in today's lab session, I'm going to utilize that to show you more examples in functional stream. So be mentally prepared after your revision is done. So give me a minute. I'll send you a stream sequence. So we will be on the same page. You can refer to it. So just open that. And I'll start reading so we don't waste time. What we are discussing now are the Java 8 onwards provided functional streams. So you start reading line by line. Streams are nothing but like a wrapper which are going to be attached to the data source, and that data source can be any array, any collection, any file. You'll see a lot of examples, and these are going to allow you to make those pipeline of operations. But remember that stream does not store the data, meaning is it any data structure like your collection framework? Absolutely not. Is it going to have any add or remove operations? As in, will it modify the underlying data source, such as underlying file or your collection? Never. So here, basically it supports functional style operations. And you will see today tons of higher order function, to name a few: filter, map, reduce, where the arguments are going to be lambda expressions. So yesterday I gave you a little bit of practice on lambda expression. Today is the hands-on, where you will apply those, you will use those lambda expressions in functional programming. Okay, so now we are going to solve certain, objectives. So first, let me give you some examples. Can you create the stream of integers? Can you attach the int stream to the array? Answer is yes. So guys, I have given you the method here. You can always open parallelly the Java docs, or I will do it this way. You keep this file open. I'll open your Java docs for you. Here, look for arrays class. You can do it with me, no problem. And when you say arrays, there are so many. So many means overloaded. Stream method. So I have a question for you. This is what I have shown here. So can you tell me what is the input argument and what is it is returning? What goes in, what comes out? What is the input and what is the output? Tell me. Yes. So the input is the integer array, as you can see. And here you are attaching a sequential. This is not parallel stream, guys. Sequential int stream. So here is the operation. So can anyone tell me what is the source of the stream here? Is it array? Is it collection? Or is it a file? It's an array. Everyone gets me? So here, how will you call this method? It's a static method. So either you say import static or you can say arrays.stream. In goes the int array and then you get the int stream. So now click on int stream. Tell me, where are all these stream API added? Which is the name of the package in which it has been added? The name of the package is java.util.stream. Did it exist before Java 8? No. The whole concept of functional programming was introduced Java 8 onwards. Okay, so now read it. Sorry. Another thing. What is it? It is an interface. And here, read the description slowly. I'll give you a minute. You please read the description. So tell me, does this int stream contain the primitive type of a stream, or is it containing the references? P for primitive, R for references. They have already given you the answer. It's a primitive type of a stream. Okay, so let us start in slow steps, baby steps, and then we can write the advanced examples also. So this is the first API. Sorry. I wanted to open the stream sequence. Okay, so later I will show you from the collection also, but in a minute. So now we will solve little bit of the things, and then you'll start getting a feel of it. I've shared with you stream sequence. So this is the first objective we are going to solve. So guys, copy this first objective and we are going to continue in our whatever IDE. So D18.1, I'm creating a new package here. You also do the same thing, P2, and we'll start a test series, test 1, test 2 and all that. So here I'm creating a new class, test 1. And within 10 minutes, we got a lot of time, not an issue. You will start feeling comfortable about streams. That's the guarantee I'm giving you. So I'll wait here till everyone arrives here. You tell me whenever you are done. Okay, Himanshu has said, I'll wait for a couple of more duns. Okay, so is the objective clear? We are going to start with a int array. So we'll create an integer array, which is the method you will use to attach the stream to the int array. Give me the name of the method, please. You've seen the method name just now. Which is the name of the method to convert it to stream? No one is telling me. Stream is the method name. Absolutely right. And then I just want to display the contents. So now please first understand and then we'll do it together. So arrays.stream is the method. I have come to int stream and anyone wants to tell me which is that higher order function you expect to see here? Which is the higher order function you will use to display all the elements? Of course, for each. So guys, don't get confused. Yesterday, I showed you for each method in the iterable interface. Same method is there in InStream, but with a little change. So here, I hope your InStream is open. Simply search for each. So here the description is performs an action for each element on the string. Now let me see your observation power. Is there any difference in this for each, or is it same as iterables for each? Any difference or no difference? Answer is there is a difference. Yes. What was the argument of that for each method yesterday? Consumer. Very good answer. But here, are we having consumer of type T, or is it specific to the integer type of a consumer? Int consumer. So this is how you start understanding, enjoying streams. So click on int consumer and tell me, is it a functional interface? Yes. Can it be substituted by lambda expression? Yes. Can it be replaced by method reference? Sometimes, maybe or may not be. It depends on what is it we are doing in that lambda expression. So I'm telling you very honestly, even if you're comfortable till lambda expression, that itself is good. Method reference is add-on. So now check, which is that method you have? SAM, single abstract method, accept. What was the argument of accept method of a consumer? T type of a reference. But here you are dealing with what? Primitive type of a stream. So T is replaced by int. Okay. So I have explained full details. So I'm giving you a minute here. So, okay, before I say I'm giving you a minute, let me give you some data. I mean, you can also give the data. That doesn't matter. So something. Give some data. And now I'm giving you a minute to do this whole operation. But are you allowed to write multiple statements? Answer is no. I want to see nice pipeline. So waiting here. Just give it a try and I'm telling you, you will succeed. I'll give you the API help. Try it out. So I'm waiting for your answer. I don't have to even give you this. You have Java docs with you. You'll start getting it so fast, so quickly. You try it out and then put it on the chat. Otherwise, I can help you. I'm just waiting to see. I've given you all the. Don't feel bad if you cannot do it at the first shot. Over time, you are going to get there. Are you trying or are you lost? Tell me openly. If you respond to me openly, then I can help you. Lost or trying? Okay, Pushkaraj has given me. Okay, fine. Then I'll not trouble you at all. Arrays.string data for each. Yes, very good going, guys. I'm so happy to see some of you at least trying. Okay. So I am telling you, functional programming is like an addiction. Once you lost, okay, Girish is saying lost. So wait, this one. So here, we'll talk about it. Lost cases, I'll take care of them. Don't worry. Some of you are trying it. Okay, so I'll not waste your time. I'll start helping those. I think majority must be lost. So you start telling me, now participate. Here, when you talk about streams, what are the three parts of the streams? One is the source, then is the intermediate operations. I'm glad to see that you are finally opening up and telling me that yes, you are lost. That itself is an achievement. So, sorry, intermediate operations 0 to n and then terminated by terminal operation. Okay, so guys, I'm talking to those who are feeling lost, confused, could not this. So can you tell me, how will I attach the int stream to the integer array? At least start with that. How will I convert? I've given you the API here, arrays.stream. Are you understanding her answer? So is everyone clear on that? So start with arrays. What is arrays? Name of the utility class, dot stream. So do you want to create a double stream, int stream, or a long stream? Tell me. Or stream of t types. Integer data you have. So choose the int array. What is the name of the int array? Data. So now, if you see, I'm writing a lot of things here so that not even a single person should feel lost. Anyone wants to tell me, when I execute this part of the code, what is it I'll get? Will I get int array or will I get int stream? Int stream. At least that part is not confused. So here you got a int stream. Very right. Now, when I proceed next, now tell me here, do you want to apply any intermediate operations or do you want to directly apply a terminal operation? I for intermediate, T for terminal. Why I'm not saying it? Why you are saying directly? Somebody saying intermediate. Wrong answer. I want to directly display it. This is the easiest one. Okay. So display, after display, there's nothing to be done. So here we are skipping all intermediate operations. We are talking about a terminal operation. So which is the terminal operation we want to use, guys? For each. So here simply say for each. And so just say control space. Don't use for each order. And here for each. Now forget about method reference. Method reference is extra. Even if you don't understand it, I don't care. Over time, you'll get it. For each I, now tell me, what should be the body of the lambda? Those who are feeling lost, they should reply. They should reply. Of course, SOPI. Are you getting this? And remove this. And you have achieved. You'll say only one operation. Agree. But this is your baseline. This is your starting point. So let's go slow. So what is it we are having here? Source operation. So here you call source. You are attaching the stream to the array, integer array. And what will you call this? Okay, let me ask you. Can you apply more operations after for each, or is it a terminal operation? Terminal or intermediate? You can't. So this is your, label it as terminal operation. Are we clear now? I'm talking to those who are feeling lost. Are you clear about this? Okay. And now run it naturally. And nothing surprising, nothing this. And you will see definitely it's a what? Array. So array is an ordered collection, ordered data structure. So you'll get this. Got the output? Understood what I said so far? Everything is clear? Okay. So this is just the beginning. Like I said, this is a warm-up. So here, this is your attaching the source to the array, and this is your directly a terminal operation. So now let me ask you, can you replace this lambda expression with method reference? It's a Boolean question, yes or no? 100% yes. Why? Because, see, this is the thinking process. This is the question you should ask. What is it you are doing in this lambda expression? You are simply calling existing method. So this is a method reference to println on which object? System.out object. And are you just calling a method directly? Answer is yes. I'm not doing any modification. So tell me, I'll comment this. Or okay, we'll do the comments. I mean, add a SOP here. Printing array contents. So here you are converting into int stream. And then you have a terminal operation for each. And then you are using a lambda expression. I'll give you these comments in a minute. You don't have to spend time in this. And now I want to do the same thing, but I don't want a lambda expression. I just want to give you a little bit of practice of method reference. So the rest of it is going to be the same. Okay. So here the argument is going to be which method on which object. So which is the invoker object? System.out. Double colon operator. And which method you want to call? You know the answer. Println. And run this. And like I said, output is going to be the same. I'm just explaining the syntax. I'll send you this file. So you check whether you are understanding or not, clear or not. D1811 SRC S1. Yeah. So tell me, those who are feeling confused a little bit, are they clear? Is everyone clear? It'll take you some time, naturally. Tell me, though I'm talking to those who are confused. So some of them, at least some of them are looking like still confused. Anyway, give me some time. Is all I'm asking you is for some time. And then I'll ask you over time again. So now let us solve the next one. Here. The next one, copy it. Here, okay, before I say copy it and all, can anyone tell me what was the source of the stream here? Was it a array, collection, or a file? It was an int array. Now, I'm showing you, okay, let me say this. Can you attach a stream to the collection also? Answer is yes. So that is the next example. So copy this. And let's create a test 2. Somebody said we are only displaying it. Yes. So wait for more. We will do more. Don't be hyper. So create a next this thing class test 2. And copy this objective here. So here we are taking this. So requirements are very easy initially. Initially, it is only display. Don't worry, we'll have so many operations, intermediate and all coming up. But first, you have to settle in it. So here, we are going to create a array list of integers and populate it. We'll do it in one line. And we are going to convert, or we are going to attach a sequential stream and then display the elements. So tell me, can I do it directly using list.forEach? 100% yes. But I have some point here. So allow me to show you how to attach the stream to the array list and you will get the answer. Okay. So I think I've written it in there. I'm not. Okay. Anyway. Oh yeah, I have. So here, read this question and answer format. How to create or how to attach a sequential stream to the collection. There is a collection interface method and the name of the method is again a stream. But tell me guys, is it returning stream of primitive types or stream of references, P or R? Are you understanding the difference? See, earlier I was showing you in stream of primitive type stream. Here it is going to be stream of references. So keep this with you. Now, so initial part is easy. So here I'm still keeping in the integer part. Later we are definitely going to change it to actual business applications, customers, products, students, something we will bring in. And here I'm saying list. And I hope at this point, nobody is confused. I'll write this. Do it fast. And here, I'll just take the similar data. You can take any data, I don't care. I'm just don't want to waste time. Okay. So, is everyone comfortable with this API at least? We have used it multiple times. This is a very good case for, creating a list. So anyone wants to tell me, is this list fixed or growable in nature? Same questions I keep asking you, growable in nature. Now let us write the steps and do it. So source, attach. I'll show you little later, parallel stream also. Attach sequential stream. So your collection interface has a method. What is the name of the method? The name of the method itself is stream. So here, what does that method return? It returns you stream of T type of references and the method name is stream. So now start answering the questions, guys. Is array list a collection? This is all continuation of collection framework. Tell me, but with a modern API. Yes. So tell me, do you expect to see this stream method in the array list? Has array list implemented it? 100% yes. So start with me. List dot stream. So anyone wants to tell me, when this line is executed, which of the three things we are doing? Are we attaching the source? Are we attaching the stream? Or is it a intermediate operation or is it a terminal operation? Source, I, or terminal? You are attaching the stream, source. So now think and answer. What will this method return? I'm giving you two options. Is it going to give you int stream, as in stream of primitive types, or is it going to give you something else? Tell me what it will give you. Yeah, which type of reference, guys? You are right, but which type of reference? Integer type of reference. So always, give correct. Correct means proper answers. Stream of integer. It is a stream of references. And now, so you have to go there. Later I'll take you there. So here, this is not in stream. This is stream of references. And does it have? So tell me, what is the requirement? We have done this conversion to sequential stream and display elements again with the same for each. So say for each. And I hope now you're comfortable with that method reference, the basic method reference. System.out is the invoker and println. And give here the, what do you say, label. attaching string to a list and displaying elements. Again, the same question. Is this for each intermediate operation or terminal operation? Of course, it is a terminal operation. It is, I'm giving you purposefully the similar examples, so you'll all get it. Has everyone completed it? It's all a one-liner kind of a thing. Understood and completed? Okay. Now give me the output in the same line, space separated. I want, see, there's too many lines we are wasting. So if I want to do it on the same line, space separated, modify this. Can I use the method reference in that case? Or do I have to go back to lambda expression? I'll have to go back to the lambda expression. So make the changes there itself. Don't waste your time. So let's say I for integer. Use the print method. Print ln, I don't want it. So print method here. And you can say I. And you can have comma separated, space separated, anything, whatever you want. And run this. Got it so far? Understood when you can use the lambda expression, and lambda expression you can use anytime you have a functional interface, but method references are special. All clear? Now answer the next question. Is this what you are looking at? Is it a sequential, is it an ordered output or unordered output? Unordered. Guys, you don't remember, you don't understand the meaning of order. Order is order of insertion. Are you not getting the same output as the insertion order? Yes or no? Of course, it is an ordered output. I never asked you sorted. You got confused, looks like. I never asked you whether it is sorted. I said whether it is ordered. 100% it is ordered. Why? Because are we attaching here a sequential stream or parallel stream for processing? So there's only one thread, and that one thread, main thread basically, is doing the job in a sequential manner. Everyone with me? So now the next question is, can I do this operation in a parallel manner? Meaning, can I attach the stream to be processed in a parallel manner? Answer is yes. So here, add an adjective here, attaching a sequential stream to a list. So now, let us copy the whole thing so that you don't have to type too much. Attaching parallel stream or attaching stream for parallel processing. You'll understand this concept more when I take you to multi-threading, because you will see actually in multi-threading, there are multiple threads will be spawned. They're called as worker threads and all that. And the job of printing will be assigned dedicated to multiple threads. You'll see. Attaching stream for attaching stream for parallel processing to the list. So which is the method? Methods are very easy. Stream method is simply replaced by a method called as parallel stream. So the return type is not a parallel stream. Return type is still stream, but you will spot the differences in a minute. So here just add a word parallel. So now don't run it. You are not allowed to run it. When I say not allowed, I mean I'm restricting you to this. So now tell me, do you expect to see the ordered output or unordered output? Are you understanding? The moment I say it was done in a single threaded manner, one single thread was printing all the numbers. Of course, it could retain the order of insertion. But here, if you run it 10 times, there's no guarantee what will be. It will be a randomly ordered. You remember that shuffle kind of a thing I had shown you some days ago. So this is all done with different threads. You watch the output and you will see this. You will see the difference. So tell me. Okay, so I mean, there's no SOP I had forgotten to add, but you can understand that. So tell me, the first one, ordered or unordered, sequential or parallel? Ordered. Remembers the order of insertion. Tell me, unordered. And if you run it couple of times, there is no guarantee because it is all depend on which threads get a chance. It is all done internally by the JVM using the multiple threads. So sequential versus parallel. Is it clear? Which is the method you use for sequential stream of operations? What is the name of the method? Stream. If you want to apply parallel operations, only some of the cases you can apply. What is the name of the method there? Simple as parallel stream. Okay. So this was just to give you a small difference. More of parallel processing, of course, in threads. So now let me take you to the next requirement. So I've already given the hints because, on the first day or in the first few days, I don't expect you to remember the methods. Over practice, you'll remember it. So here, copy the third objective and let's create a class here, s3.java, and solve it. First, we'll discuss. I'll show you everything and then do that. And then you'll start getting even a more feel of streams. So here is the problem statement. Simple question. Later in the labs, we are going to solve together some more interesting. I mean, I'll apply to the actual business applications around. Make it more practical. Is the requirement clear? Simple requirement I'm giving you. Is the requirement clear or not? Question is clear or not? I think you are doing it. I mean, you tell me, read the question. So here, I want to create the integer stream, which has the data between 1 and 100. So some 1 and 100 is just a range. You can change the range anytime. And do I want to display all the elements or the filtered elements? See, I've given you the clue here. The filtered elements. So only the even elements. You can change it to even, odd, prime, composite, just a change. So now let's see how we can arrange all this without writing any for each and any imperative style code. So here I've given the methods here, but I would like to explain from the docs. So search for interface called as IntStream. Tell me, what does IntStream represents? Primitive type stream or a reference type of a stream? Same questions for your clarity, primitive. Now, search for the methods. There are two methods. One is range, one is range closed. So look for the method range. So these are, Java onwards, you can add the static methods. So here, how will you call this method? Interface name, IntStream.range. So if I read carefully, don't give me wrong answer. So if I want to have the numbers between 1 to 100, what should be the values I should give? Read the description and answer. I want to produce the range of values. So why? Yeah, most of you are right. Somebody was wrong. Guys, end exclusive. So what should be this? 1 to 101. If you don't want to trouble yourself, is there another option? Yes, range closed. So if you use the range closed, what will you give? What will be the values you will give? Start and end. Here you can give 1 to 100. Are we clear? Okay. So here you have got an int stream. So these are all the convenience helper methods. So let's start in a slow manner. Slow in the sense systematic manner. Now I don't require any array or collection. Int stream itself is going to give you the method. So simply say int stream dot. It's a static method. So you can use range, you can use range close, whatever you like. If you use range, give the values as 1 to 101. End exclusive. So now, if I ask you, what is it is giving you? Is it giving you array, collection, or an int stream? This gives you int stream. And what are the values populated there here? 1 to 100. Are we all completely clear so far? The first operation, attaching, creating the stream. Is it clear? I want more responses. Now tell me, if I use directly this terminal operation, what will I get? All elements or even elements? All elements. So now this is my chance to show you the intermediate operation. And as the name goes, what is it we want to do? We want to filter. We want to only collect the even elements. So here, the higher order function, the name of the higher order function is filter, like how we have filter map reduce. So I'll give you a minute. You read it. So here, this is your, they give you everything. You just have to be, reading Java docs. You read this and I'll ask you. So tell me, is it a intermediate operation or is it a terminal operation? Why? You're right, but why? You have to tell me. Yes. So here, what is it returning? Is it returning a stream result or a non-stream result? Stream result. So which can be processed further. So 100% intermediate operation. Where have you seen this predicate yesterday? Any memory? Where had you seen this predicate? Remove if. Very good, Aman. So that was a predicate which was working on a type T. Are we working on type T or are we working on an integer type? Integer type. So in predicate. And here, again a functional interface. Single functional, SAM, single abstract method is this. Yesterday you are saying T. Here you are saying int. So now, put all of this together and can you write the next intermediate operation? I'll tell you the result what I want. I want the result. This is your exercise. Here I want, of course, in stream, but containing even elements between 1 to 100. So anyone wants to give me this intermediate operation, higher order function. So I already got this filter condition, very right. But I don't know whether you might be having prior experience. So let's go slow. So here I'm saying, let's have the dot. You have so many higher order functions. Are you getting it? So here we are using filter. What goes in is the special type of a predicate, integer predicate, I. And now which elements I want to filter? Even or odd? Even elements. So I modulo 2 equal to 0. Getting it or not? So now tell me, if I put a probe here, what is it I'm getting? Integer stream, which has filtered all the even elements, all even numbers. Very right. And now, is this stream still open or closed? Is the stream open yet? Open. So let us close it with an intermediate operation, which is simply display. So here, attach that intermediate operation for each. Oh, sorry, before that, can you replace this lambda expression by a method reference? It's a Boolean question, yes or no? Yes, you are saying. Tell me how. Challenge. Answer is no. Guys, here you are taking a lambda argument and doing your own processing. Are you calling some existing predefined method in the body of a lambda? Answer is no. And those who are thinking here, yes, try it out and show me. That way it is. So here, of course, here I can use if you decide to do it on the separate lines. So I want it on the same line. So forget your method reference and I can say SOP I. Because why waste so much of this? Here I'm saying on the same line. Print and give a title here, even elements. even numbers, even elements in 1 to 100. That range you can take it from user anytime. So tell me, what will you call this operation? Attaching the source, creating the end stream. What will you call this? Is it an intermediate operation or a terminal operation? Intermediate operation. And what is the last operation? Terminal operation. After that, there is a non-stream result void. So no pipelining, no chaining further possible. Output is pretty easy to understand. So all you get is the even numbers in the range. Understood something? Are you getting a feel of stream, which is nothing but chain of operations to be performed on sequence of elements? So we are taking a break here, but before break, have I written something? Just give me a second. Otherwise, I'll write something. Yeah, I've got this. Okay, remove this. I mean, removing will come to that, but here, let me just check whether you can do this. Okay. Yes, please. Forget 3.5. 3.5 will come back and solve. Don't worry. So here, see, nobody's going to ask you on the instrument integers and all. They will give you the business problems, right? So display all the product names of a particular category exceeding a particular price. This is your food for thought during the lunch, not lunch break, what is it, your breakfast break or whatever break. So here you are going to accept the inputs, category name and a price. I know you are too new to all this, so I have given you the hint. So where is my input? Input is a product list. Shared you a lot of ready-made code. So here, can you identify the chain of operations? So what is the first operation? You will have to attach it to the stream. See, I want it in one line. Now I'm not allowing you multiple lines. So which is the method you will use for this? List.stream. Now, see, I have written it. It's not a spelling mistake. Will you require single filter or multiple filters? Two filters. You can do the pipelining of filters. So first you can choose from a category. You will say, you will argue with me. Can I not combine it with and in a single filter? You can. But guys, this is your functional streams, right? So literally go through the chain of operation. So one can be a category filter. One can be a price filter. Understanding me? Understanding what I'm saying? It's going to get over in one line. And so once you have got it, once you tap that stream, then you should get what? Products which are of a particular category having a price greater than. So attach a scanner and all that. Take it from user. And then what I have asked you, okay, do I want to display all the product details? I don't. I just want to display the product names. So which is the terminal operation you can perform is for each. And for each that filtered product, just display the product name. Getting a feel of what is happening? See, I'm not at all saying whether you can write the code. Forget that. At least are you getting a feel of it without feeling lost? Nobody is feeling lost. Whether you can perform or not, code or not, that is a secondary question. I don't care. But are you getting a feel of what is being discussed? Okay, so think over it. And we will, of course, you have a 1 hour break. 11:05 is when we will resume and we'll solve it and we'll try to solve some more operations. And then we are going to continue whatever is in your contents, such as Java IO. So let us have a break and resume in 1 hour. See you around.